I wanted to do this video because I'm fresh off of the situation I'm about to talk about. And it's men not being men. It's men really, I'm not going to say like being bitches, but I'm going to say being very feminine, like wanting to be treated like women. And, people can go on a tangent and say stuff like, if you're going to act like that, get a boyfriend. But I know gay men that are more masculine than some of the straight men that walk around and do female things. So what I mean by that, and I'm fresh off the situation, that's what's kind of bugging me. I'm leaving the gym with my daughter in my arm, carrying her in my arm, and the gym has a lot of doors. One way in, one way out, a lot of doors. I see this guy coming, and I always kind of hesitate the split second to see if the dude is going to try to open the door or not open the door. Now, I'm going to take this time to say there have been plenty of men who have been polite. It was one came from the left, like got up out of a chair to try to get the door for me. It was one that was coming. He did the hop and grab the door. So I'm not going to discount the fact that this is probably like a 4-to-1 ratio. But it just bugged me how he did it. Number one, if you're not going to open the door for a woman, go through another door. Or walk slow enough that you're not hitting the door at the same time. Because what ended up happening was, I reached for the door. Let's see if I can get it. He had his arms like tucked to the side and slid through the door. And I'm like carrying my daughter and I'm looking. And I said, oh, I'm holding the door open for you, huh? Like, it wasn't even one of those like, okay, you holding it for me, then boom, I got it for you. He like straight tucked and then slid through the door and kept it moving. I'm holding the door open for you, huh? If that was the case, if you was gonna be that much of that little of a gentleman, just go through another door. I could have respected the fact that you decided that ain't my business, my problem. I'm gonna go through another door, one door down, no big deal. But for the fact that he like tucked and just skipped on through right past me, I'm looking at him like, you made an effort to purposely not even try to attempt to assist in holding the door open. Not just for a woman alone, but for the fact that I had a child in my arm. Like, your mother had you at one point in time, and you were probably claiming to be a man. Like, look at a dude that did that to your mom with you in her arms. Like, she was crazy. But it was just the way it blew my mind. Like, it just tucked and then tippy-toed through the door. Like, dog, really? And yes, I said it. Oh, I'm holding the door open for you, huh? The fuck? Now, I know some days, some stuff going on, you'll think about it, I get it. That's just not the only thing. I got somebody on my YouTube page with the name as a Mr. And I know people are bitches in general, cowards, bullies, online bullies. But he's talking to me about my life and my vagina and my child. And then he said, I know women and how women think. So maybe your screen name is wrong. Maybe you're missing the S in that. Maybe you're a Mrs. or a Miss. So maybe you need to take the R off and switch it with an S. You're not going to tell me you know women. And you supposed to be a dude. It's just blowing my mind. Like, men are really getting into this. And it's not even about the gay population. Because I know gay men that act more like men than straight men. They have more manners. They're more polite. You won't even know their sexuality. And even if they are a little feminine, my homeboys that are gay, and you can tell they're gay, they still do stuff like open car doors, hold the door open. They're gentlemen. So I'm just really trying to figure out, like, is it like a slip in the mind? Or is it you didn't have a dad to teach you, or your mother didn't cover it, or you have no respect for women? But this going around where men are not acting like men. I don't care about your sexual orientation. Has nothing to do with that. Just in general. Simple stuff like, you see somebody walking to the door as a woman. If it's 6 women coming towards you and you got 3 with you, you're supposed to stand there and hold that door open until all the women pass. Simple stuff. If you got a daughter and a wife, You're supposed to open that car door and make sure, in my world, the baby gets in first. I'll help you with that. Then you got my door. Or I'm getting in the car with the daughter or the child, and then you got my door. I mean, there's different protocols, and does the mom go first? Does the wife? All of that. But even the point about holding a car door open was so that you get your woman in safely. And so and you lock the door. So if anything happens to you all, it happens to you outside of that cocoon of the car. That was the purpose of holding open a car door. That's when it became very important to me that if I'm going out on a date and you can't open the car door, either I'm going to ask you one time and it gets corrected, or I can't fuck with you. But it's just really behooving to me that men are just not doing men things. And women are like, I mean, it's a figure skating type of thing, because they starting to figure skate where they just, you let a little bit slide and or maybe you don't know it's important. As a woman, a lot of things I had to learn as I went and teach myself. My father wasn't diligent in teaching us how we should be treated as women. But I learned, and when I learned, I kept it going. But it just kind of bugged me because today, once I saw that, it just reminded me to do yapping on my page on YouTube about my life in the 5-minute video snippet that I gave. And then for this to happen, I'm just like, are men just, I feel like it should be ingrained in you. Like, oh, lady with a baby, let me get a door. A woman coming, let me hold the door up and be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear women with my man say thank you to him because he held the door open. I asked my homegirl, did you say thank you when he said, he opened the door? If I don't hear it, because I'm not the woman where you gonna open the door and I don't say thank you. I look you in your face and I say thank you, because now it's such a rare thing. Before it was expectation. It was the minimum. It was the norm. Now it's like people act like they don't have, like you're gonna lose your spot in line when the rest of your crew went in front of you just to hold a door open. It has been people that have done it. That's what I said. It's like a 4-to-1 ratio, but it's the ones that bug me that don't. And it's gonna be assholes, and it's gonna be men that have no sense, no respect for women, that don't know how to act, and don't want to act like gentlemen. I get it, but when that motherfucker tucked his arms to slide through, I was just like, that just like you made an extra effort not to even touch the door at all. Maybe he's a germaphobe. That's the only thing I can kind of see to be like, oh, okay, I get it. So I'm not judging, but just in general, I'm just seeing a lack of men just being men. And we can go into the baby daddies and paying bills and, handling different stuff and teaching different stuff and being diligent in their child's life. I'm not even talking. I'm just talking about the simple everyday things, that men do. I remember one time I'm putting groceries in the car and a dude was waiting on a parking spot. It was a nice day outside. He just sitting there just, okay. I took my motherfucking time. I surely did. You want this spot, you're going to wait now. It would not have, just to me, even as a woman, if I've seen like an older woman and I have the time, do you want some assistance getting this stuff out to the car? It just, the man factor and the level of manhood has just, but I'm going to say this again. To the men that still open doors, do that little extra step to grab a door, assist when you see a woman carrying something heavy. And for me, I was always like, no, I don't want no help. Sometimes I don't ask for help. And but I will take the time to say, I do appreciate you asking though. Like, don't get it twisted. Just for me to be like, no. If somebody's like, can I help you carry something to your door? It's a little too much for me. I'm say no, but I do appreciate, you asking and offering. That's very gentleman of you. I appreciate that. I want you to know I appreciate that. I go out my extra way to say I appreciate it. But, and again, to the men that do it, God bless you. Each one, teach 5, 6, 7. But that just fucked me. Motherfucker, tuck this goddamn arm real tough to the side. Like, all right, I guess. But you can't tell me you're germaphobe, but you at the gym though. That's one thing I'm like, I can't let that one slide. But I was just like, damn, motherfucker there went out his way not to get. Anyway, that's me. It's not that moment. I'm not, I'm not a princess. I don't need it. But I would just, I'm just like, wow. I don't think that, it's asking too much to be a gentleman and be a lady and say thank you at the same time. Because I do agree that if a man opens the door for you and don't say thank you, he needs to smack you with that door. And smack some sense into you. But people don't know, like, I guess it's fallen gentlemen, ladies. There ain't no more. I guess we getting slim. That's what I'm gonna say.